Well, we are back at rats again. Got a little break in the ice, and do not be fooled, only the edge of the pond is defrosted. The center of the pond is frozen. We got a set in there. Some of this bank has even collapsed even more after the snow. See here where it's cut down. I got enough. Ooh, there was a rat right there, no doubt, right on the edge of the ice. Got a set there. Got a set there. Actually, in some of these spots, you can see where this bank here is collapsed down. You can actually see the tunnel. Ordinarily, this would be under the dirt. You can see where they brought it in. This is where the tunnel came in from the water. And then you can see down into the hole there. That goes net works in under the bank. There's definitely a rat there. I just heard it splash the top of the water like a beaver. That was a rat. But hopefully I covered somewhere where he's gonna go in that bank then. We'll see. He was hovering right on the edge of the ice. Didn't see any more sign. I did see some droppings here. Okay, I've got another set here. You can actually see the rat droppings on the dirt here. So we'll see what happens. Maybe we'll get lucky. Maybe we'll get that record-breaking catch. I only need 2 more. All right, back in the truck where it's a little warmer. Another after work little trapping expedition here. Talked to the landowner. I had trapped this pond, as you've seen from my previous video. Pretty heavy. I took 11 rats out of it. And then I went about a week, maybe a week and a half, and I had no catches at all. And I figured all the rats were gone. And I'm pretty sure they were all gone. Then we had a big snowstorm, big deep freeze. Pond iced over. I took the traps out. I dug all the traps out of the ice. Then we had a little bit of a warm-up. And the ice receded from the edges, around the edges of the pond. And there's a feeder creek that feeds this pond behind it. And the landowner told me a couple days ago that he's seen another rat in the pond, 2 rats actually in the pond. So obviously another one has come in from the creek now, because there's a lot of vegetation in the pond, and that's what they're in there for. They want to eat that vegetation. But I just heard one there splashing on the water. Absolutely no doubt it was a rat. So I put a bunch of sets out, see if we can get them. Maybe we'll get lucky. I only have a few more days. It's Wednesday now. That water season for me closes on Sunday. This is the last day, so we'll see how we do. Oh, you can probably barely see me, because of course it's dark. But I'm extremely pleased. I put 5 sets out on my muskrat pond last night. I come back tonight, first night check, and we have a customer. Let me turn the video camera around here. There he is. I only got 1. There may be 1 more in here, but I'll keep some sets out. I still have until Sunday. So I'm gonna get him out of here and reset it. Good head catch on him there. He was actually out. This might have been the one I heard out in the water last night. He was out in the water. You can see the way he's facing in there, facing in towards the bank. So he came in this run in towards the bank. He must have a den under here still, so I'll get him out and then I'll reset it. There is no arguing with the effectiveness of that set. Right behind the noggin. Perfect. Okay, let's get it reset and we'll get it back in. Okay, you can see where I have, I know it's difficult because it's dark, but you can see where I have that trap set. I have it set right along the edge of the weed line. Even though they had like a little bit of a funnel coming in and out of here, which is pretty wide, it's like that little trap is not going to cover that whole area. So I always put them on an edge. The stake is going to give me one side of an edge, and then the weed edge is giving me the other side. So I'm expecting that rat to come right up the edge of that weed line and go right into that trap, which is exactly what he did. So I checked my other sets already. They were pretty much empty. But you can see here the damage that they caused. I know it's hard to see, but this is all bank holes that have collapsed. You can see that the ridge of the hole here goes back out to the water. So they do cause a lot of damage, but I need one more now for a season tiebreaker. We'll see what happens. Maybe there'll be one or two more in here, but we'll find out. Focus, focus, focus. There we go. Okay, this will show you a better idea of bank damage. Look at that crater. It's almost like a foxhole. It's nearly big enough for me to lay in. That's actually a whole chunk of the bank that came off. You can see here where they dug the tunnels in either side of it, and it just collapsed. So they can be pretty destructive, for sure. Well, I may have found the killer spot here. There's a big, deep burrow right here. It's a little bit out from the bank. It's not shallow. It is actually deep down in the bank. It's probably a foot and a half down, 2 foot down maybe. You see where I had the conibear there. But I just watched a muskrat swim into that. I was coming along to check the front of the dam here, and I watched the rat swim from out on the pond right through into this hole, so I know he's in there. So I may have to go and get my waders to set that trap properly, but that's what we're going to do. There I have it set. You can see the freaking hole, it's huge. Then there's a tunnel. I didn't want to stand on it, I didn't want to go through it. But it's coming in from the bank. I had to get out in the water. It's about 2.5 feet out. I couldn't reach it. But I will be amazed if I come back here and there's no... Well, I am super pleased. This pond is starting to freeze over again. It's Friday. I think Sunday is the last day I can trap. But the pond is starting to freeze over, so I'm going to pull my traps out tonight. But I have caught my record tying 13th muskrat in that hole that I set last night. You can actually see, the bubble trail of... I'm going to put it on camera. You can actually see the bubble trail frozen in the ice where he was coming into the hole, and I got him. I watched the rat go into this hole last night. It's actually really deep, but now like I said, the ice is starting to set over the hole. But I'll show you. You can just see his feet because it's really deep. You can just see his feet and then the air bubbles in the ice. I'm going to flip it around. Okay, there's the set. Let me zoom in on it here. There's our set. You see the feet and the tail. You can see the air bubble trail coming all the way in. You can see the big hole they have dug in there. Nice. So you can see how far out from the bank it is. So I got to wade out into the icy water and get them out, which is what I'm going to do now. There, I'll try not to muddy it up. I'll try to sneak in here. You can hear the ice crunching there. Oh yeah, I got him. Whoa. Now you can see there. Oh, it's frozen. Ice is a little thicker out there. Here he comes. Here he comes. Oh yeah, there he is. There's the tail, look. Freaking sweet. I got him. Freaking suitcased him. Now I can see if I get my freaking trap out of the ice. Should have brought my hatchet. Ah, there we go. One well-aimed kick. There he is. Perfect. Yeah, got him. Look at that. Suitcased him. That's perfect. Nice. I'm super pleased with that. Here he is. I'll put him on top of the ice there. Oh man, I'm delighted with that. Got him. Put him Yeah, that's a super big tunnel they have there. You can actually see the bubbles go all the way out, look. I don't think there's any more. All right. See if I can hold this in video at the same time. It's pretty frozen. The traps there, I don't want to get them stuck in the ice again. I already took them out of the ice once. See, that ice is getting pretty thick. There it goes. Get that out. Let me tell you, that water is super cold. Super cold. This is where I caught that other rat last night, but no takers tonight. Come up out of there. There we go. I didn't hear any rats tonight in the pond. The last 2 nights I've been here, I heard them messing around. This one is a good den here too. You gotta be careful. You take a dip in this water, you're in real trouble. They smell skunk or something. I smelled. Might be fox too. I think that was the last one. I was checking for any more rat activity, but none as of yet. And like I said, I didn't hear any more rats tonight. But once it freezes over, they have a hard time getting back into the pond from the creek, so. That's too, and I want to see a few in it for next year, so. Just make sure I got all my gear. There's 2, 3, and 4. All right. Man, I smashed my thumb at work today, and it really, the cold is not helping it at all. Got my set out of there. There was some rat droppings on the bank there, but they were there the other night. Got one more right here. This was the closest one. There we go. That was right on the edge of that little run there. You see where they actually came up and were digging away at the grass and stuff. See how it's like bald in that one spot? You can see the little tunnel entrance where he was coming up in and out of the water. They were actually digging the bank away, eating the moss and the grass and stuff off of it. But there's a lot of vegetation. If you look in the water there, you can see there's a lot of vegetation in the water. And that's what they eat. That's what they're eating. Okay, that is going to bring an end to my water trapping season for this year. And that was a good ending. Trapped another muskrat under ice. I done that last year. I trapped a couple of them under real thick ice. But, alright, let me get my gear packed up and we'll get out of here. Well, that is a perfect suitcase catch right there. Perfect. Got him. Nice. I'm real pleased with that. So that is going to end my water trapping, I think, for this year. Like I said, the season closes in 2 days. Actually, a day and a half. Sunday, I think, I believe it ends. Sunday. So, in a record equaling number 13. Super, super pleased with that. Through the ice. Yeah, I'm super pleased with that. That was a great result. I watched that rat go into that hole last night. I was just so happened to be in the right place at the right time, and I could see the rat swimming under the ice, and he came out from under the ice and he went right into that bank then, that burrow. And I put the trap in quick. I moved the trap from one side of the pond quick because I didn't see any other exit holes from it. I thought, well, if he's going to come out of it immediately, he'll come out right away, but he didn't. He waited in there and I got him, suitcased him. That was really good. I didn't catch any mink. I did see some mink tracks in the snow when the snow was here for a little while, but at that time all my traps were buried in the ice and I had to dig them all out. That's what sucks about trapping water in the wintertime. It's pretty difficult. I have caught mink. I did catch a mink here before, and I caught him right in a rat run. He was going into a rat burrow, a big buck mink. So big mink like that will kill muskrats. They will eat muskrats. I'm sure that's what he was after. But trapping the creeks and stuff here in the rivers can be difficult when we get snow and rain, and they fluctuate up and down so much. The height, it can be pretty difficult. But maybe we'll get on to do some land trapping now, and we'll see you in the next one.